All right, first and foremost, we have all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash, that belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, rule well, and who is worthy to be counted for double honors, and peace salutations to you brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of the gospel. All right, it's the brothers from the Indianapolis camp. Come back at you again with another sit down. It's the brother Gabari and
Hashem Yashala.
all right, and
Sit down.
basically we here to basically talk about I guess this is a good thing to start. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4. It says, "Though thou exaltest thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thus will I bring thee down, saith the Lord." So yeah, man, basically this is talking about Esau, and really his pride. All right, Esau believes that he himself is God. All right, because why? Because he sees him. Because Esau sees the things that his science is doing now, and think that he's on a godly state. All right, like what? He can impregnate men. All right, you have a way where you can insert a woman's egg into a man now, and a man can get pregnant. Oh, he has this mark of the beast. Now they have where people with limbs can start acting work, and now that's that was malfunctioning before. People with birth defects, the so-called white man can fix them now.
Yeah,
so
with stem cell research, with stem cells from aborted fetuses. Basically,
yeah,
he's a mad scientist.
yeah. So he has this this notion of he's God himself. All right, he believe he created everything. He believe he's the one, man. All right. So, but the Lord is gonna basically come down and show him who's the one, man. The so-called white people think they're Billy Badass, man, but really the Lord's gonna come down and show him who's God, man. All right. Hey, it says in the book of matter of fact, I'm gonna get that after this. It says in the book of Ezekiel, the 28th chapter, it says he said, "But the Lord will show you you're not God, but man." All right. It says how is the hammer of the earth cut asunder? Which means what? So-called America is the hammer, but how is it cut asunder? Because the person that's wielding is not using it for their instrument of destruction no more, man. And the person that was using it was the Lord. All right, he used the so-called white man to bring the terror and fear upon the planet Earth, man. But now it's cut asunder because Yahweh Shah's not using it no more, man. Thus, it shows you that the so-called white man is nothing without the Lord.
That's beautiful. You said that because I was watching the Elder Apostle Jahar's video earlier when they were in a camp video, and they brought up a beautiful point that Yahweh Shah had actually kept Esau alive because when they were when we found them in Job, when it says they were eating juniper roots, Yahweh Shah put the spirit on them to eat those herbs, to get nourishment, because his race was basically on their way to be taken out. They was going to kill off, man, because they was making the apostles was making an example that if you're out in the woods, you can die out there if you don't know certain herbs and certain roots to eat to stay alive, because you can die out in the wilderness, because you got poisonous plants and you got plants that nourish you and give you nutrients.
And then you have all types of wild beasts and all types of animals that can. And if you think you can rest, I'll just sleep during the day and go to sleep and walk through my trip. Well, you got animals that's both. You got animals that's nocturnal. All right, which means what? They can see throughout in the dark. So if you call yourself going to sleep at dark, you have animals that can get you while you're sleeping.
Right.
Which you're completely vulnerable because while you're sleeping, you're unaware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
All right. Or if you sleep by the day, then shit, a lion or something. If you can't say, I'll climb up in a tree, because shit, panthers and leopards know how to get up there. So it's very dangerous in the wilderness, man.
Yeah.
All right.
So Esau, like I said, Yahweh Shah has his hand in all of his doings, man. All right, he said he kept you alive. All right, and he set you up.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason you was able to take us down, man, because Yahweh Shah had a hand in it. There's no way in hell you could take us down, man. Yeah. We're actually physically stronger than you, smarter than you. It's nothing that Jake can't do, man. We put his mind to it.
And really, Lord, if the Lord had to bring Jake really, really low for you to get, it's basically putting a handicap let's say you have a 12-year-old son, and the so-called white man has a 12-year-old son. You're gonna have to put like what shackles on the Jake. You're gonna have to put weights on them. You're gonna have to dumb them down a little bit. You have to make them a little lazy. You have to basically make that Jake as less fit as possible for this Edomite that's all fit, cut up, been doing this for like years and years. Jake's gonna have to basically be dumbed down on a real low level, right, just for this so-called white man to win.
Hey, it actually says that. It says he would get very high and you will be very low. I think that's in Isaiah. Mm-hmm. So it's only the hand of the Lord, man. Yeah. It's your whole is the reason why your whole being is. Right. He put the scripture Isaiah says what? He created the smith to blow out the coal. Yeah. He made you with the technology to make these missiles, man. He gave you the knowledge to the iron ore, because iron ore is a natural resource. You can walk around, you can find iron ore, and he gave you the knowledge to melt that down to make steel. He gave you all your technology, and then the technology that you do get, you stole it from Jacob. So Yahushua is the whole reason of your being, man.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
It says if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would thou have not stolen till thou have enough? If the grape gatherers come to thee, would thou have not leave some grapes? How art the things of Esau searched out? How art the hidden things sought up? How is because the Lord is revealing you. All right? It says in the book of Job, it says what? The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, man.
That's right.
All right? Which means what? The Lord has put his spirit and he has put his wisdom and knowledge and understanding out on certain men to do research about the so-called white man and to bring it out. And you have your own people called whistleblowers to say little tactics and little things that you do to basically confirm it. Like one thing that comes to mind, like the guy with the mark of the beast, man. He said him and a group, like a good 12 scientists came up with the mark of the beast, and they said they were not Christians. They didn't believe in none of that. He said, but he literally broke it down how it went about. He said, the government came, they funded us, they told us to make up this type of chip, and they said they completely created it, man. It says, and they stopped doing it is when they start reading the Bible, and they read in Revelations. They said, this is exactly what we just created. He said none of them read the Bible. He said, I vouch that none of us ever picked up a Bible in our lives. He said we didn't know nothing about Revelations. We didn't know nothing. And he would start bringing up the scriptures, man. All right, he broke it down. He went into the Latin word. He went to the Greek word, charagma. He went into all that. He said, I have no reason to lie about this. He said we study. He said the best thing we can think about is either in the forehead and the right hand, because the right hand is the most dominant hand, and that's where the temperatures in your body, the body changes the most. All right. Now, is that just so happens that it's in Revelations? No, that's actually prophesied. So hey, he came out and made a whole testament about it, man. Those are whistleblowers, man. Those are people telling on, hey, yo, this way, and you got all other guys talking about what's it called? In the army that say, yeah, man, it's going to be war landing on America and everything. Those are just, ways that the heavens is revealing this white man's iniquity, man. His agenda is being revealed, man. All right, to the masses. Now, of course, the masses is not going to believe it. They're going to think, oh, so-called white man is their friend still. But that goes into the scripture, Isaiah the 36th chapter. All right, those that trust in Egypt shall get pierced with the reed, man. They use Egypt as their leverage. That leans on Egypt like it's their buddy. But guess what? You're leaning on a broken reed. And if you're leaning on a broken reed, it's going to pierce your hand. All right, a reed is a staff is something for support, something that you lean upon and you trust your body weight for that to carry on. All right, but if it's broken and you lean your body weight, it's going to do more damage than it is doing harm. It's going to do good. So which means what? It's going to pierce your hand and you're going to bleed, man. All right. It says all the men of thy confederate have brought thee even to thy border, and the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. And privately prevail against thee, that eat thy bread and lay up a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, and that's prophecy right there, man. Because that was when you took down Gad, man. You know, you didn't have no. I mean, just from the beginning, man. You came over here, man, and our people helped you survive, man. Again, which was Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai put the spirit on them to help you, man. Because he had to preserve your life. You know, for such a as for such a time as this, for your destruction. He preserves your life just for you to be destroyed, man.
Yeah, and he used you to basically bring Gad's prophecy, to basically bring his omen to light, man.
That's
a
right.
troop shall overcome him, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, he used you, he preserved, because you was about to die off then.
Yeah.
You know?
You had several times you was about to die off.
You know? Well, we know it was more Edomites over there in Europe, but still, you know.
Right.
Y'all,
right.
I mean, if those would have died off, them other Europeans would have never came over here, because this land was looked at as a prison, like castaway land.
Yep.
You know, so
Right.
them other Edomites would have never came over here. Mm-hmm. But still, the Lord how can I say, preserving and building you up for this climatic drop, man.
Right.
All right. Hey, it says you shall be loose for a little season. All right. But it said, hey, the scripture said that that you don't even want to go to war with the Lord, but yeah, He's gonna put the Spirit into you to make you fight against them.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like He said, those other armies. Putin seems like he don't want to go to war.
He actually likes Trump. Yeah,
he actually likes him.
But guess what? He's gonna have to shoot missiles on Trump.
How Shai said, he's like, what? He's gonna put hooks in our jaw.
Yeah, hooks. Yeah.
He's gonna turn you back to that old regime, man. That USSR spirit, man.
Yep.
All right. He's gonna bring these nations back against because they would say what? They should hate the whore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's America, man. Britain built up America, man. But Britain's gonna hate this place, man.
Yeah, everybody's gonna turn their back on this, man.
That's right.
Everybody, even the other Edomites, because they're gonna get destroyed. But yet they even hate America. All right,
It's like a plan you come up with, and then you be like, oh shit, I hate that.
Right.
So,
you know, so it just shows you that the Lord is really, really preserved you, and then ultimately just to destroy you. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. And then if you, all right, it says, this is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. It says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right, so he's made you for the day of evil, for what? To ultimately to what? So he can use you to fuck up Jake and you know, to bring majority to the hell that's coming, and also to destroy you at the end. All right, to completely eradicate you. You know, after 1,000 years of slavery, of course, and let's not forget about that.
mm-hmm. Right.
You know, so I mean, why is Earth and Ashes proud? I mean, that goes for everybody that's in these bodies, man. Because these bodies are earth and ashes, man. Why are we proud? What do we have to be proud about? All right. And Esau is the most proud. He's the most proud on this planet Earth, man. It says in the book of Proverbs, the book of Psalms, it says the wicked is in the pride of it. I hate to mangle it. I'm gonna go ahead, just pull it. It is. Yeah, no, I mean it's just, I know exactly where it's at. It's just 2, or I mean if it's like it's 10. 10, and it is 4. It says the wicked, though through the proud of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. See, you're not worried about what the Lord thinks. And just to show you, just to basically an indication to show you that you're not worried about the Lord is what? You set up laws, regulations, statutes, laws, and commandments for the people to follow. All right. That alone just shows you not worried about the Lord, man. Because the Lord said wherever you should keep these statutes, laws, and commandments on wherever land you possess. Go to possess it, man. All right. Is it and even out of your own mouth you declared this land the law of the Bible, all right? So why are you not upholding the laws of the Bible? All right, now you're how can I say now you're not responsible, but now you're matter of fact, yeah, responsible is a good word. Now you're responsible for keeping the laws of the Bible, man, and you're not keeping not one. There's not one law in the Bible I could think that America upholds, man. All right?
Right.
They don't uphold homosexuality.
Yep.
You know,
It's the Sabbath.
the Sabbath.
Everything.
You know, everything you defile, man.
You perverted everything, man.
Yeah. You know, there's not one statute, laws, and commandment that I can think that oh well, at least Esau got that right. There's not one, man. The land Sabbath, about eating abominations. I mean, everything, anything you could think of. And I know there's 613 laws, so I can't think of every single one of them. But right now, I can't think out of the basics ones. I can't think it, man. You know?
Yeah, you perverted all of the high and holy days.
Yeah, those are
everything, man.
Yeah,
the natural use of a woman's body, the way she has a baby. Her upkeep, you give her vinegar. You got these douches. You get vinegar, and you have a woman to squirt vinegar up in their vagina to dry them out. Everything, man. Your medicine, witchcraft, everything about you. It says, the scripture says, is there any profane person as Esau? You know, you're just profane. You're just made. Hey, you just a vessel made for wickedness, man. That's it. That's why it's no good to come from you. You know, the sun hates you, the land hates you, the trees, the animals, everything hates you, man. All right.
I got something. This I'm gonna start from 5. Even though you can start from the top, but I'm gonna start from the top. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. It says, "The earth also is defiled under the habitations thereof, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the habitation of the earth are burnt, and few are men left." All right. Okay. So you change the whole earth, and that's why the earth is small right now, man. The scripture said that the earth shall get weaker in age. You know, right. So the earth is real small and brittle. All right. I'll be lucky if I can take a couple apple seeds. I'll be lucky if I can take about 20 apple seeds. Go in my front yard, dig up a little hole, plant them, and probably like 6 to 7 months later, see a little tree coming up. I'll be lucky if I see that, you know. But I can't, because why? The earth is so defiled. All the soil everywhere is just, it doesn't have no nutrients in it, because why? The so-called white man then messed everything up. If you mess something up to the utmost, man, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's hard, it's impossible to return it, but it's gonna be really, really hard. Just imagine a person that used to work out being all cut. Now I give him 5 to 6 years later, he on the couch eating snacks and what's those things called TV dinners. You know, he been eating TV dinners for 5 straight years, man. Now I'm not saying it's impossible for him to burn all that weight off and get back right, but guess what? It's gonna be extremely hard, man. All right, and they say bodybuilders always say it's easier to maintain the muscle than it is to gain it. All right, so a person that's newly working out or trying to burn fat and gain muscle, it's always going to be really, really hard for them to do that versus maintaining something. All right, so if Esau didn't mess everything up and just kind of maintain, Earth still would have been kind of cool. Yeah. But no, they keep making it worse and worse as the years go on.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said earlier, you know, you can't. It's no good to come from you. You got some more to that?
No, that was it. All right, I mean, you can't keep going, but that was the point I wanted to make.
I'm gonna close with this. This is Isaiah 20. This is Isaiah 13 and 11. He said, "And I will punish the world for their evils, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." All right, man, because man. Lord has to, just like the Lord sets you up, the Lord is going to take you down. All right, just like, and the Lord has said this, he's going to set up Jacob, man. All right?
Absolutely.
He's going to set us up, man. All right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to get there.
Tomorrow, second chapter.
Isaiah. Wait a minute. No, yet choose Israel. I got it. Okay. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. He's saying that, "Look, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them."
Yep.
And the strangers is the
foreigners,
the foreigners, the Gentiles that didn't know that there was Israel. All right, but be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Yep.
All right, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of their Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, whose captives they were. Right, and and what is that? That's a term for that's a transition of power, man. Yeah. Okay, so you took us captive, and we're gonna make you captive. It's not science. It's not rocket science, man. It's nothing far fetched about that. I was watching a documentary the other day about monkeys, and the monkey, the monkeys challenge each other, right? And so the one monkey that kept challenging, he came, and this one time he won, and the female monkeys all was sitting there like, oh shit, they knew what was up, so they was like, oh fuck, and especially and the commentator was like, especially the ones that had babies, because what comes next? He's gonna kill off the young. Because he's the head now, and I was on his and the commentator was making, so he said there's only one thing is on his mind. It's like females, and he was what? He was trying to mate with all of them to have his clan, because that's just, and we supposed to be so much more better than the animal kingdom, but the animal kingdom is righteous. You know what I'm saying? The way they live, we might look at it and be like, people be like, oh, that's cruel the way they go off instinct. No, but that's the right rule. That's the right way. We supposed to be setting an example. Our example is supposed to be life is supposed to be patterned after ours, and we up here through Esau's rule, diversing away from the natural order of things, man. Okay, all right, and it said whose captives they were, handmaids, and they should take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. That's plain, man. That's it. We can close it.
Hold on, I want to get this. Since you brought that about the little children and the pregnant women. This is Job chapter 19. It's like chapter 18 verse 17. It says, his remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. He shall be driven from the light unto darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. All right. So guess what? After Esau gets out of power and served at 1,000 years of slavery, he's going to be completely extinct, man. Just like every single animal kingdom does when they get rulership, man. Right. After the lion gets his rulership, and guess what? All the lion's cubs, as far as like his sons, they get devoured by, they get devoured. If they're big enough, they get kicked out.
Yeah. And that matter of fact, they showed one. They said the ones that was old enough to run, the mothers let them go. Yeah. And they ran away. So guess what? To find their own. Yeah. Find their own way.
But guess what? Esau ain't gonna run away. Right. We ain't gonna have no escape. It ain't gonna be no escaped Edomite in a cave, and he's gonna dwell there for 1,000 years and grow up in his own Edomite kingdom. No, it ain't gonna be in that. He gonna every single one of them is gonna be cut off by slaughter. Right. All right. That's right. So hey, Lord willing, we hope this video was edifying for hopeful elect out there. When we give all praise, honor, glory to you. How by Shem Yahweh Shah, by Shem Rakakodash, and Shalom.
Shalom.